All right, Aquarius, let's get into your reading. Let us come in close today because these cards hold something truly rare on this table. There is a thickness in this energy, and it wraps around one very specific person tightly. I felt their presence flood through before turning a card over, and my spirit caught it fast. This is not casual energy near the edges. It pushed forward with unmistakable force just now. Every detail in this spread confirms this person falling apart at the thought of losing you. They locked onto something inside your spirit, the first moment they ever laid eyes on you. Their entire world tilted in your direction that day, and nothing has corrected itself since then. All right, the energy coming through today is this, and I need you to receive it carefully. Real magic is unfolding between you and this person, something that ignited when your worlds first collided. This person is falling in love at a depth that startled them since that very first glance. They never planned for you to occupy their mind, but their emotional center shifted without any warning. The pull became something they could not contain, and every attempt to manage it deepened things. It grew past logic entirely, and the cards confirm this person surrendered to it a long time ago. There is no turning back for them now, because what they carry for you consumed every thought. Their whole inner world restructured itself around the memory of you, and that shift became permanent quickly. The first card I have for you is the Magician, and this card never lands without cosmic purpose. The Magician says what exists between you was designed deliberately by forces larger than both of you. This card confirms an alignment of raw energy and timing that rarely appears inside one connection. It tells me they recognized your power before you spoke, and that recognition shattered their inner walls. The Magician reveals they view you as the force that permanently altered their entire emotional landscape. Resistance crumbled within moments of standing near you, and the cards confirm surrender was completely instant. Nothing they built around their heart held up once you appeared, and that terrified them at first. The fear dissolved quickly, though, because what they feel for you overpowered every defense they carried. The next card coming through is the Two of Cups, and this confirms what you have been sensing. Two of Cups shows a mirrored emotional exchange, meaning they carry the exact same pull you feel. This card says the connection was never one-sided, and whatever brought you here brought them in too. Their feelings expanded from quiet fascination into something heavy, something they hold every morning without relief. It consumes their thoughts in relentless waves, and they tried to shake you off, but could not. The weight of you refuses to leave their chest, and they stopped fighting it a long time ago. Then we have the Star, and I need you to hear how significant this card is sitting here. The Star confirms this person views you as rare, something they stopped believing could appear in their life. You represent hope they can actually hold, and that overwhelmed them completely from the very first encounter. This card says the universe placed you both on a collision course before either one fully understood. It was never accidental, and the cards confirm that your meeting carried weight that neither one expected. Another card is the Knight of Wands, and this one brings a fire that shifts the reading forward. Knight of Wands confirms this person is not calm with their feelings. They burn on the inside daily. Their energy leans toward you with rare intensity, and the cards confirm it only grows with time. You are not imagining this because the cards validate every single feeling that has been pulling at you. This reading found you for a reason, because the energy between you and this person has a window. You may have sensed something shifting in your chest lately, and that is their energy arriving quietly. Their energy reaches across any distance between you, and the cards say that nothing can weaken this bond. It does not always come the same way. Sometimes it appears as a sudden warmth or memory inside. The cards confirm this is genuine beyond question, and this person is deeply in love with you. The energy just shifted on me completely, and I feel it turning straight toward your side now. This part belongs to you alone, and the cards want to name what lives quietly inside you. I already sense the tension in your body because you have been holding more than anyone realizes lately. You carry this connection in a hidden place, and it weighs on you differently than anything else before. There are moments where you question every signal, wondering if your mind invented all of this somehow. That doubt does not make you weak. It proves how carefully you protect your own emotional safety. You built those walls for a reason, and every one of them served you well until this point. The problem is, this feeling keeps slipping past every barrier, and you cannot figure out how it does. It reaches you in the quietest hours, and your chest tightens before your thoughts even catch up fully. The first card here is the Nine of Swords, and this speaks directly to your restless mind tonight. Nine of Swords confirms you have been losing sleep, replaying conversations and moments on a constant, silent loop. This card says your thoughts race faster at night, and stillness gives everything permission to surface at once. You lay there wondering if you imagined the intensity, or if what you felt was genuinely that deep. Nine of Swords reveals a pattern of overthinking that drains you because your mind refuses to let go. You analyze every detail, searching for proof, and the cards say that need for certainty exhausted you quietly. The next card coming through is the Moon, and this cuts deeper into what you carry privately inside. The Moon says a fog surrounds your clarity right now, and you cannot fully trust your own perception. Part of you believes this is real with conviction, and another part whispers that you are fooling yourself. That split has been pulling you apart slowly, and the cards confirm you told nobody about this war. The Moon reveals your intuition already knows the answer, but logic keeps overriding it with fear constantly. You feel something undeniable deep in your gut, and then your mind steps in to dismantle it completely. This card confirms you walk through your days pretending, as if none of this touches you that deeply. You smile and carry on with composure, but underneath that calm exterior lives a storm that never settles. Then we have the Queen of Cups, and I need you to hear what this card truly says. Queen of Cups confirms you feel everything deeply, at a level most people around you will never understand. Your emotional capacity is immense, and the cards say that gift has also become your heaviest burden recently. You absorb the energy of this connection without filters, and it floods your system in ways that overwhelm. Some days, the weight of your own feelings presses down, making it nearly impossible to focus on anything. Queen of Cups also says you pour into everyone around you while neglecting what your own heart needs. You keep giving without asking for a thing, and the cards confirm that pattern left you silently exhausted. The last card is the Four of Wands, and this brings something vital into your emotional picture here. Four of Wands says, underneath all the confusion, you already feel a sense of home with this person. That feeling terrifies you more than uncertainty does, because wanting something this badly makes you feel fully exposed. You stopped allowing yourself to want anything this deeply, and this connection cracked your armor wide open. Four of Wands confirms you know where this belongs, but you are too afraid to claim it yet. The cards see you standing at the edge of something rare, holding back because you were hurt before. Your heart is not confused at all, and the cards say your body already gave the answer clearly. Every signal you received is valid, and this reading exists to remind you of that truth completely. You have been waiting for permission to feel this, and the cards say that permission was always yours. The confusion was never about the connection. It was about whether you deserve to receive something this pure. You deserve to trust what you feel without needing outside verification first. And the cards agree with that. The question this section answers is simple: whether your feelings are real or something you invented all alone. I feel another presence pressing into this reading now, and it belongs entirely to this person. Their energy arrived heavy and immediate, and the cards already form a picture of their inner world. This part is about them alone, and what they hide behind the face they show everyone daily. They are not the same person they were before you, and that shift was never gradual at all. Something broke open inside them the moment you entered, and they have rebuilt around you ever since. The version of themselves they understood before no longer fits, and that realization terrified them completely inside. They tried returning to who they were, but every road led them straight back toward you again. The first card is the Emperor, and this tells me everything about the mask they wear outside. The Emperor confirms they present themselves as controlled and structured, completely unaffected by emotional vulnerability around others. This card says they built an entire identity around strength, and your presence threatened the foundation completely. They spent years perfecting that armor, and you walked in and made every piece of it useless. The Emperor reveals they are terrified of exposure, of anyone seeing how undone they truly are inside. Pride keeps them locked inside a version of themselves that cannot hold what they feel for you. They rehearse calm responses and measured behavior, but the cards say their hands tremble near you always. The distance they maintain is not rejection. It is the only strategy they have left for protection. The next card coming through is the Six of Cups, and this unlocks something deeply buried in them. Six of Cups says you remind them of something precious, a feeling they lost a long time ago. There is an innocence to what they feel, and it caught them completely off guard without warning. This card reveals they associate you with safety, and that awakened parts of them they had shut down. They forgot what it felt like to want freely, and your presence brought that feeling back entirely. Six of Cups confirms they revisit memories of you constantly, replaying the smallest details over and over again. A look you gave them once still lives in their chest, and they cannot explain why it remains. Then we have the Devil, and I need you to understand what this exposes about their private truth. The Devil says they are obsessed with you in a way that scares them because it never stops. This card confirms the pull toward you was not chosen. It overtook them without any kind of permission. They feel chained to the thought of you, and the cards say they stop trying to break free. The Devil reveals a craving for you that lives beyond logic, beyond pride, beyond anything they can manage. They lay awake building entire futures with you in their mind, before catching themselves and pulling back again. This is not surface attraction sitting lightly on them. This reached into their bones and made a home. They changed because of you, and the cards confirm they will never return to who they were before. The last card is the Page of Cups, and this brings their most vulnerable layer forward now. Page of Cups says underneath the armor and obsession, there lives a tenderness they show absolutely no one. They wrote words for you and deleted them, started messages never sent, rehearsed confessions they swallowed whole. Their feelings exist in drafts and erased texts, and the cards say each one cost them something real. Page of Cups confirms they are emotionally younger than they appear, because this stripped away every defense. They feel like a buried version of themselves, and your presence resurrected it without their permission at all. You are not crazy for sensing this, because the cards confirm every feeling you picked up was accurate. What they carry for you mirrors what you carry for them, and neither one of you invented this. Their journey toward you started long before they understood it, and every step since pointed your direction. The cards confirm they are deeply afraid, quietly obsessed, and completely unable to walk away from you. This is not a person passing through casually. This is a life that rearranged itself entirely around you. The cards see them on the other side of this connection, holding the same weight you hold tonight. The pace just changed across this entire spread, and I feel movement pressing forward with real urgency. This part shifts from feeling into action, and what comes next is already locked into motion here. They are done sitting with this quietly, and the decisions forming inside them are about to show. The waiting period between you is narrowing fast, and a countdown toward contact has officially begun now. What built in silence is approaching a turning point, and that shift arrives sooner than you expect. You may already sense something changing around you, and that instinct is completely correct right now here. Before the action lands fully, your body will register it through a restlessness you cannot quite name. The first card is the Eight of Wands, and this confirms rapid momentum heading straight toward you. Eight of Wands says the delays are finished, and what stalled between you now moves at full speed. This card shows communication arriving quickly, and it will not be subtle or easy to miss at all. A message or gesture is coming with real weight behind it, and the timing will feel sudden. Eight of Wands confirms they are preparing to reach out, and the hesitation holding them dissolves fast. Contact happens within a very specific window, and the spread says that window is already open right now. They will not approach you the way you expect because their move comes from raw, undiluted decision. It will feel direct and unmistakable, and you will know instantly that something fundamental has shifted between you. Eight of Wands also shows multiple things aligning at once, as if every obstacle cleared on purpose. Barriers that existed between you last week are already falling, and neither one of you caused it. The next card is the Chariot, and this brings a very specific kind of determination into view. The Chariot says they made a firm internal decision, and they are no longer debating what comes next. This confirms they chose you, and that choice now drives every move they make going forward completely. They are not asking permission anymore, and their direction is locked with absolute clarity from this point. The Chariot reveals a willpower that overrides every excuse, and they are moving toward you with focus. Whatever kept them distant before has been overruled, and the spread confirms that override became permanent already. Their action will feel like a charge forward, not a slow approach or any kind of careful calculation. They are coming with certainty, and the force behind that decision will reach you before words ever do. The last card is the Ace of Pentacles, and this confirms their action builds something tangible and new. Ace of Pentacles says what they initiate is designed to grow into something lasting and physically real. This is not a fleeting impulse or temporary bravery. This confirms a foundation being laid with true intention. They are about to offer you something concrete, and it carries a level of commitment behind it entirely. Ace of Pentacles reveals a real-world shift approaching, not just words or empty promises without substance. What they bring has weight you can hold, and it was planned carefully long before it was spoken. The convergence between you is happening from both sides at the same time, and neither one leads alone. You will feel their move before it arrives, and your body will confirm it before your mind does. The countdown is not measured in months, and the window the spread reveals is tight and actively closing. Everything stalled between you is now accelerating, and nothing can slow this particular momentum down from here. Their action will remove all remaining doubt when it reaches you, and guessing will no longer be necessary. The signs appear before the action itself does, through small shifts in your routine that feel unexplained. Pay attention to what changes around you in the coming days, because those changes carry real signals. The acceleration between you is undeniable now, and the cards say what approaches cannot be redirected or paused. Every card in this section pointed toward forward motion, and that motion carries both of you at once. This is where stillness ends in the reading, and everything the cards revealed before begins to materialize now. Movement is no longer a question here, and what this person does next changes everything between you permanently. A deeper layer just surfaced across these cards, and what they reveal now is what stays hidden. This is what they would never say out loud, the confessions trapped beneath every controlled expression. The cards pulled back the final curtain, and what sits underneath is heavier than anything shown before. They confess in silence every day, carrying words for you that never reach their lips at all. The things they want to say live behind their teeth, pressed down by fear of your reaction. They imagine saying your name in a way that means everything, then swallow it before it lands. Their body holds what their voice refuses to release, and it shows in ways they cannot see. Their chest tightens when your name appears on a screen, and their breathing shifts before they catch it. If you felt a sudden warmth without reason lately, the cards say that was them reaching you. The first card is the High Priestess, and this confirms a secret devotion they guard with everything. The High Priestess says they know how deep their feelings run, and they chose to bury them. This is not confusion on their end. This is a deliberate choice to protect what they feel. They guard it because exposing it would make them too vulnerable, and they fear your response deeply. The High Priestess reveals a private inner world built entirely around you, and nobody else enters it. They talk to you in their mind constantly, rehearsing honesty they never deliver and truths they never share. This card says they already know you are the one, and that knowing terrifies them the most. The confession they hide is not that they want you, it is that life without you feels hollow. Their body already betrayed them through lingering glances and softened voices, and people around them noticed it. The way they mention your name carries a different weight, and the cards say others already sense it. The next card is the Seven of Cups, and this exposes the private fantasies built around you quietly. Seven of Cups says they imagine entire futures with you, filling in details they should not plan. They picture mornings beside you and conversations in low voices, a stillness they never experienced anywhere else. These visions consume them without permission, and they feel guilty for wanting it all so deeply inside. Seven of Cups reveals they fear their desire is too intense, too heavy for anyone to hold. They wonder if you could handle the full weight of what they carry, or if it would overwhelm. The confession buried here is that they want all of you, not a version, but everything you are. They want the difficult parts and the quiet ones, with a permanence that frightens them beyond words entirely. This desire is not casual or temporary. It is a full surrender they rehearsed privately every single night. The last card is the King of Cups, and this brings their most protected confession into the open. King of Cups says they performed emotional control so long they forgot how to stop masking it. Underneath that calm surface lives a person quietly overwhelmed because what they feel for you exceeds capacity. They hide it because they believe strength means containment, and falling for you shattered that entire belief. King of Cups reveals the deepest hidden truth. They already love you, and they have known it a while. That admission exists in a place inside them where no one enters, and they protect it with everything. They fear that speaking it makes every moment after irreversible, and that permanence is what keeps them silent. Their confession is laying awake, choosing you in silence, over and over, without anyone ever knowing it. They chose you before opening their eyes, and they chose you again before falling asleep every night. The emotion in their chest right now is not infatuation. It is a quiet and desperate permanence inside. They want to tell you everything, but their protector voice says, wait, and they honor it completely. Give yourself permission to feel what surfaces in your body now, because that physical response is confirmation. If your hands feel warm or your chest softens here, the cards say that is mutual energy arriving. What they hide from the world is the most honest part of them, and it belongs to you. Every unspoken word they carry is real, and it waits patiently for the moment they finally speak it. We have reached the final stretch of this reading, and every card now points toward what comes next. Everything shown before built toward this moment, and what the near future holds is ready to land. The cards shifted into a rare tone, one I only feel when something significant approaches your life. The first near future card is Ten of Cups, and this is one of the most powerful draws. Ten of Cups confirms emotional fulfillment arriving at a level you have not experienced before now. This card says the connection reaches mutual recognition, where both of you finally stop pretending entirely. The walls fall on both sides at once, and what remains is raw and honest and completely open. Ten of Cups shows a future where this person stands before you without armor, offering everything they have. You will see them clearly for the first time, and what you find will match what you felt. The second near future card is the Sun, and this confirms the heaviness begins to lift very soon. The Sun says clarity replaces confusion, and the fog surrounding this connection burns away completely and fast. Light pours into every corner of what you share, and hiding from each other becomes impossible after that. The truth surfaces naturally without pain or confrontation, and it arrives with a quiet relief you deserve. The Sun shows a version of yourself you forgot existed, peaceful and certain and whole inside once more. Imagine standing in that energy, breathing without tightness, knowing without questioning, and trusting without needing any proof. That future version of you already exists in this reading, and it is closer than you think. The advice card is Temperance, and this asks you to hold your balance through everything approaching now. Temperance says, do not rush what is already in motion, because the timing is being handled for you. This card advises patience without passivity. Stay open and present without forcing anything to happen faster here. Trust that what the cards revealed is unfolding at exactly the pace it needs, and let it come. Temperance also says, protect your energy in the meantime, because what is coming requires you to be grounded. Do not pour yourself into doubt, because the answers you need are already making their way toward you. The message from the very beginning of this reading was clear, and it never wavered through any part. Magic is real between you and this person, and they have been falling in love since first sight. That message echoed through every section, and each card validated it from a completely different angle here. The Magician showed a connection designed by forces larger than both of you, crafted with deep purpose. Two of Cups proved the emotional mirror between you, showing that what you feel is fully matched. The Star revealed you represent something they stopped believing existed, and Knight of Wands showed their fire. Nine of Swords named your sleepless nights, while the Moon exposed the fog clouding your own clarity. Queen of Cups honored your emotional depth, and Four of Wands established you already feel home with them. The Emperor unmasked their control, and Six of Cups showed you awakened something they buried long ago. The Devil exposed their obsession, and Page of Cups brought forward the tender words they never spoke. Eight of Wands launched the momentum. The Chariot locked their decision, and Ace of Pentacles grounded it. The High Priestess guarded their devotion, and Seven of Cups unveiled the private futures they built for you. King of Cups revealed they already love you, and Ten of Cups delivered the fulfillment heading your way. Not a single card in this reading contradicted the message, and every draw pointed the same direction entirely. This is real, and the cards want you to carry that certainty long after this reading ends tonight. What lives between you and this person is not imagined, not exaggerated, and not something you created alone. It was placed in your path deliberately, and it has been growing quietly since the very first moment. Come back to this reading when the signs appear, and leave a comment confirming what you received here. I want to hear from you when it lands, because what is coming will take your breath.